Hello, third grade at the Wampatuck School. It's a cloudy June day. I know you're home finishing up Zoom work and practicing safe, healthy practices. And we are here, John from Holly Hill Farm, with Molly, Lori Swart, who you know because she's come into first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth, and fifth at Wampatuck School for many years, which is great. She's holding the camera so we can make a video for you to indicate and show you what can still be planted. It's definitely still springtime. We're getting close to summer. June 21st is the start of summer, and I think school is going to be out soon. And we have plants that need to go into the ground that can grow all summer long. And we hope that you'll come back as fourth graders and see what we've planted here. Third grade, we want you to remember back to maybe a trip you took to Plymouth Plantation. Maybe you went there in the fall to see how the Pilgrims had traveled across the ocean, settled in Plymouth, and tried to figure out how to grow and live in a new world to them. It was already an old, wonderful world for Wampanoag Native Americans who were living there. And they were already planting and growing and having a society there. And the Pilgrims learned a thing or two from how to plant in this new land, in this new area. So here we are about 20 miles, 25 miles up from Plymouth, in Scituate, at our school garden. Lori and Molly have prepared the bed. There's some sunflowers for kindergartners there. There's some potatoes over here that you did last year. There's garlic behind Molly. What a wonderful garden here at the Wampatuck School for dear Miss Whitney's last spring here to see all these wonderful vegetables and flowers and herbs growing. Oh my. So third grade, grade 3, here you are. We've got a nice open space. All the weeds have been taken out. We'll bring those over to the compost area so we can make compost. We have some compost here in the bucket. Here's a nice big round oval area for us to add some compost. So as you know, when Rose in the cafeteria makes our lunches at Wampatuck School, she loves using fresh vegetables and healthy food when she's cooking. So all of that extra scraps and things can go to the compost area, and this is our result. Nice, rich, healthy compost, a natural fertilizer. There could be worms still in here working, microorganisms and bugs. So third grade, this is wonderful to add to our growing space. We got a nice big oval right here. And the Three Sisters planting that we're gonna do, which we learned from the Native Americans who are still practicing it, and we can practice it now to understand and to represent and to share in the wonderful give back that these crops do give to us. So we'll give them to the earth to grow, then we'll get back. Here's what we got back in the fall. We got back some corn. Corn from their husks. Purple, maroon, give me a color there, artist. Magenta, yeah. Chartreuse, some yellows in there, indigos, purples, all wonderful diverse colors. And these are all the kernels, all in a row. And those kernels can be popped off. And this, in fact, is a corn for popping. You can use corn to make tortillas, use corn to make cornbread, right? This corn is for popping. Sometimes you can just eat corn right off the cob when it's fresh and yellow. It's a different variety than this variety. What can we do with these kernels? I mentioned popping them. We could also plant them. We could also have them grow. So that's what Molly has already pulled out, are some corn seeds that have grown into plants. Look right there. Roots going round and round. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 seeds have grown into plants. Looks like tall grass, but that's going to grow nice and tall into a great big corn plant. So let's do 2 rows, Molly, right across from each other. We have a lot of wonderful corn plants that we can tuck into the ground. Molly pulled them out from the tray where they were started, and now they need more space and they need more room, and so into the ground they will grow. Do you see how close together these corn plants are? That's good. That's fine. They're not too worried about social distancing. They're happy to be right next to each other. And we're gonna make 2 parallel lines. You know that, third grade? 2 straight lines, like the train tracks running together so the trains don't have an accident. These 2 corn plant rows go right together The roots are going down into the ground, and they're next to each other because they're going to focus their energy on getting nice and tall. The corn is as high as an elephant's eye, I was told to sing in a musical, and that's because in Iowa and other places where there's lots of room, and you can see it around here too, Ronnie Simons and others in town have corn growing very tall. By the 4th of July, as high as an elephant's eye. So we're happy to have this corn grow tall. Just like when you were in kindergarten and you planted sunflowers, they also got tall and reached for the sun. So those flowers could be bright and beautiful. You made a circle of those sunflowers, you'd have a whole little house to gather under. So here, these corn plants are all set to go, nice and tall. The seeds have sprouted, and we're gonna go ahead and let's continue and try to get all those in there, because maybe grade 3 will have a bumper year, a nice big year for lots of different corn plants to grow. Imagine a corn plant growing tall, developing one of those ears. Maybe each corn plant will develop 4 or 5. And all those kernels for all that corn, for seed, for popping, for cooking. And imagine that for the Native Americans having access to all of that in a time, and the Pilgrims too, at a time when you could not go to a store, you could not stop and shop or order online. You had to grow and save and use throughout the winter. So beautiful. That's one of our sisters, the tall sister, the one that's going to get nice and big. Our second one, right down there, you saved, Molly. Here's some dancing vegetables inside that pod. I'll help catch in case they fall. What's inside here?
Oh, look at that.
Beautifully colored beans.
Popping out.
1, 2, 3. I feel them coming in.
There's another one.
Good saved seeds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in one pod.
Right there. Yep.
The pod did a good job of protecting and holding on to these seeds. Can we eat these? Yes. Soak them, cook them, fry them, roast them. All kinds of good use for these beans filled with good protein. We're going to use them today for planting. The second sister, you've read about Jack and the Beanstalk. You've read how some beans grow up tall. We're going to place the bean seeds right next to the corn so they can grow up around that tall corn. Grade 3. Lovely, thank you, Molly. Oh, a white bean. White beans, purple beans, black beans, pinto beans, kidney beans, all kinds of wonderful, diverse beans in the world. So Molly and I are going to go right next to the corn and tuck in lots of seeds. We hope every seed is going to grow. We didn't save all these seeds, as you saw the package there, but we were able to find some seeds at a seed store that grow nice and tall. But we hope when you come back as 4th graders, we can go ahead and try to save seeds next fall. Mr. McInerney, Miss Fitzgerald, we can go ahead and save seeds. So in you go, bean seeds all around. And we gave the corn a head start, did we not? It's on its way, growing, and that's where the beans will come and catch up as they grow. And we're tucking in. Good luck, little seeds. Wish them well. Right next to the corn, the second sister. Right there. Gracias, thank you. Alrighty. So, 2 sisters. There's the third sister. A sister that's going to cover this space all the way around. A sister whose plants will not go too tall. A sister whose plants will not climb up, but they'll climb out. They'll spread out. So here's some careful, delicate, I think these are pumpkins I put in there. Pumpkins are a winter squash. Did I write that on my backwards tag? Delicata. A delicata is a winter squash. It'll be ready in the fall and can last during the winter. And so they are going to be happily coming out of their little home. Nicely done, Molly. Good extraction. So there's a teeny tiny plant. Little roots holding onto the soil. There's the stem, ever so delicate, reaching up with the leaves getting set here. Let's try for at least 3, Molly. Sound good? All right, so I'm going to do 1 on this side. Tuck the squash plant in. Let it spread all the way around, maybe on and around the sunflowers. and all around the sides. Oh, you have 2 here, look at that. 2 in 1. I must have put 2 seeds in one little cell and then 2 grew. So how about if we gently try to keep the roots together. And you can do one more over there, I'll do one more over here. Happy seedlings right in there. Okay, 3rd grade. Look at that. What's missing? Molly, if you don't mind, we have a can full of water, and that's going to be nice. We might get rain today in Scituate. Rain for where you are, and rain can help us make sure that these plants will grow. So add a little gentle rain, a June rain song, and the compost will absorb and hold on to that water. And we wish good luck for those plants. Wish good luck for you, 3rd grade. Happy growing. 3 Sisters Planting at Wampatuck School.